and today I just got back from the Tamashii Nations exhibition, and there were loads of people there because it's the weekend. There was some Demon Slayer stuff here and there, not a lot to be honest. They pretty much show exact same things as I've covered in my previous video. But anyhow, I've also captured the footage for you guys and I'm putting it together right now. I've got the latest Figuarts ZERO Demon Slayer Tanjiro figure. This one is the total concentration version, which definitely differs from the previous Hinokami Kakura version, which was so-so. So I have a lot of hopes in this one in surpassing the previous one in every single way. Also, I've previously opened up the Rengoku one here, and also Shinobu here, and also the Giyu one at the back, so check that out. And I've just unboxed the Thor Hot Toys figure, so you can check that out once it's up. What's more, there are these Nescore chocolates as well that I am kind of eating and opening up. Still in process. Do subscribe to my channel for more of these stuff. Demon Slayer, Hot Toys, Marvel, vlogs, games, stuff that I like and I do. Hopefully you have a good time on my channel. And also don't forget to like the like button as well. Enough talking, let's hit it! Right, so for the box, it's in a really burgundy color and as usual complemented with the sprinkles of the gold pieces here and there, transparent plastic part as well as the box itself. On the top right, Figuarts ZERO Commodore Tanjiro Senjuju, and also on the left it's the Kimetsu no Yaiba logo. On the bottom left you get the usual figure art here. Of course it's made by Bandai and Tamashii Nations. So in terms of coloring, this does differ quite a lot from the Hinokami Kakura one because that one was in bright red and this one is in burgundy, so you can distinguish the two. On the right hand side there is the figure itself and with a side perspective as well. I quite like the gesture of this one and that's why I got it. And you can also see the flames as well from the side perspective. On the back you have more perspectives in terms of the close-up to the face, the wider shot of the figure, as well as some more close-ups to Tanjiro's gown as well as the flames itself. You can also see how it goes with the Nescore figure that is to be released in November, i.e. next month. On the other side there is nothing much again with the words here at the bottom and also a small window to see what's inside. At the top, the usuals, not a lot, Figuarts ZERO logo and the figure details. Right, let's hit this thing open. First of all, this feels really empty. Not sure whether it's the intentional gap that's behind Tanjiro, so it leaves space for Nescore's figure to go at the back, but it really feels empty on its own. Secondly, the flame effect seems to be a bit better in comparison to the Hinokami Kakura version. I'll get to that in just a moment. And also third, the paint job is really questionable. So you can see behind already it's a bit rough. There are some paint scraped off as well in this particular block. Also in some areas, quite a lot of smudges and linings overboard as well. Again, let me get to that in just a moment. Let's go through the head sculpt first. In terms of the head sculpt, I think they did a good job. You can feel the flowing motion already, as you can see with the hair here on the right hand side and also the kind of more wavy part on the left hand side. And as you can see, the earrings are kind of dangling as well, so it complements this motion as well. At the top you can see the color change already for the hair from the darker side to the lighter burgundy side here at the tips or edges. I think in general it's quite a nice paint job for the hair, and also the sculpt is nice for the hair. The earrings, you can feel that wavy motion that Tanjiro is going through. For the face in general, it looks good. All the details are there, ranging from the marking on his forehead and to the eyes and iris as well. You can see the color of the iris quite clearly here, from the black in the center to the red and then more palish at the edge. Also, the printing is really good for the brows as well, not just the eyes. And in terms of the mouth, the sculpt is okay and the color is okay as well, as you can see the distinct line here that separates the lips as well as the teeth area from the top and the bottom. All in all, I quite like what they've done with the head. Next, we will move on to the more questionable parts with the paint job. So let's have a scan on the scalp first. You can feel the wavy motion as well, complementing with the hair, and also the gown is flying back, which is nice. And you also get these sculpted creases as well, which is nice as well on both the right hand as well as the left, with the gown kind of flying up. So you can sense that he's coming forward like this in such a motion, and he's also moving his sword back. So that's why the sleeves kind of flow towards the downward direction as motion. All in all, I don't have anything against the scalp of the gown. However, when it comes to the coloring, this is, I wouldn't say atrocious, but I'd say it's pretty bad, given what we have from the previous version, that is. Right, so to start off, a lot of coloring overboard for the black areas, as you can see here with this tile. And quite a lot on the upper tiles as well, as you can see here. It's not really following the sculpted lines. It's quite bad when it happens. Also for the right sleeve, they're just being too generous with the black paint. On the left gown as well, you can kind of see they're not really trying to even fill to the edge of the sculpted line here. It's quite bad already on the back, and as well as in the center tile here, you can see there's kind of blue stain or double paint job layer here on the screen tile, as well as some of the black paint being scraped off here, which is not good. The problematic part is even more severe on the front side, because not only is there color missing to the edge of the sculpted lines, it's just messy as a whole. This the wonky paint job really takes me out of the immersion of Tanjiro's gown, which is what I stare at mostly on this figure already. And the black here is just not really following any lines at all with this particular black tile. On the left hand side is quite problematic as well, starting from the shoulder front. Again, they're not following the lines or color overboard. And also here, how come it's not really following the line? I don't understand. You know what, I really want to paint it again myself. Just need the time for it. A lot of missing black paints here, or too much black paints here. It's just really sad, especially when you get the figure on day one. And also on the sleeve area, again, same problem, not going to dwell into it anymore. Black, there's some fingerprint. How bad is that? How bad is it? I thought the factory people wear gloves while they paint these stuff. I'm just really hating the fingerprint here. On the right hand side, you can see Tanjiro's palm, and the two fingers here at the end also curls up, which is quite a nice sculpt. On the right hand or our left, sculpt is pretty nice. You can see him holding the sword, which is good. And next, let's move on to the sword. For the Nichlin sword, they've sculpted a good chunk of detail here, including the paint job with the burgundy diamond shape in the center, which is nice. Also for the sword itself, it's okay, it's just black paint, nothing special. Some paint job overboard here. Next up, for the uniform in black, paint job is almost fully accurate, other than some wonkiness for the black at the collar, and also there are the silver buttons, and some have gone overboard already, as you can see here in the center. Also, you can see the white on the chest pocket already. Moving down, we've got the usual belt in white and also silver buckle. Looks okay for now. Also moving down onto the pants area. Again, it's a nice sculpt. You can see a lot of creases and the motion flowing down to his knee area. And I think it's just a really nice sculpt, because even in all black, i.e. the same color, you can see under the light it reflects. You can tell where the creases are, so it's lovely. Moving down to the gaiters and sandals. Not a lot of complaints here, actually none, because the paint job seems to be doing a fine job. The sculpt is nice as well, 3 dots at the back holding it together. Also with the sandals, bottom in grey, and also these burgundy lines here. The lines look okay as well. Same goes for the left one as well, so I think it's quite good. Also, you can kind of see the Metsu kanji here at the back. Next up we have the flame effects. Because last time I don't think they did a good job. You can actually tell the difference already between the paint jobs for the previous one and the latest one. The previous one looks quite fake because they did a really thick piece of paint at the top and bottom with a lot of color layers as well, so it doesn't leave room for the transparent parts to shine. Let me do an in-depth comparison for you guys later on, so make sure to subscribe and check back in later. Also, I love how the flame is kind of engulfing the tip of his sword. It feels natural. I love the overall sculpt, not just this engulfing bit. In terms of the flying motion, the flame is kind of heading towards the same direction, which I do appreciate. As you can feel already, the wind is actually blowing this way, or rather Tanjiro is heading towards the right hand side, so everything flows towards the left hand side like zoom, so the flame and the gown kind of swishes towards the left hand side. So it's pretty good. And what I love about this one is that they did leave a lot of the red transparent bit to be visible, which is really cool. It does make the world of difference. The lights just bounce off naturally, and the texture of the plastic really put the lights into work, as well as to giving you this really exquisite translucent effect. Also, I think it's a signature for the series as a whole. In terms of the new paint job, let's have a look at the bottom. They did a hint, or rather sprayed some orangey yellow here at the bottom, so it's not too much because last time it was like way too much. But what sucks is that, as you can see here, there's too much water here, so it fused with the paint and they just let it dry off like that, so it gave this kind of semi-fingerprint effect, which I really hate. And this is the front as well, so this is bullshit. Continuing on, it flows through to this first pillar of the flame as well. Looks good, and also a hint in the middle on the second pillar of the flame. And what's new with this one is that you can see the really thick black lines here. This is how they're staying true to the effects from the anime as well as the manga. Not that I hate it, not that it doesn't work, but I just need time to adjust my eyes to get used to this effect as a whole for this figure. It's not really encouraging me to give it extra points for adding these black lines. Some are more random than others. For example, on the back, you can see these lines running through here and there as well, especially with some wonky ones and really thick ones here that don't really stick to the edge. Yeah, so I'm still kind of deciding whether I'm a fan of this or not. Hey guys, so what do you think of this Tanjiro figure? Do you like the new one better than the old one, or the other way around? Comment down below and let me know. Personally, I like the new one. The sculpt is nice, the coloring of the fire effects is nice. It's really a shame that they really messed up the gown. Other than that, it's a really solid figure. The motion's already set for the Nescos figure to come alongside to fill in the void at the back, and I think it'll be quite a nice figure to have both the bros and sis relation together. Make sure you're subscribed to tune back in. And I'm currently putting together the Tamashii Nations exhibition video together, so make sure you're subscribed so that you can get the notification once it's out. Just kindly like the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Hot Toys, Demon Slayer vlog, like stuff that I like, stuff that I do, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and see ya!